Hi everybody, welcome to your monthlies. We are transferring from Pisces to Aries. So to start, Aries, happy birthday to all the girls and boys. Aries is the first actually sign of the zodiac. It's considered as like big boy or big girl. It's that kind of starting exuberant energy. Aries is basically highly associated with Fool, somebody who is charging in all direction, exploring new possibilities, and going forward. So before we move on, I just really want to tell you that we are nearing the end of the promotion. So my 20-minute reading is $30 US and 40-minute reading is $65. So also guys, once when you get a reading, I actually do send you coupons, so that way in the future you can even get a better deal. So if you actually are considering readings, I would say to take advantage of these prices. However, if you want to take a chance and getting a free reading, then please join my Facebook account where, just by joining it, you're going to be automatically entered in a draw, and that's going to be the Easter draw, and somebody is going to win the prize over there. So if this is the way you want to go, or just you want to be on a Facebook because there's going to be additional information, I really would love to see you there as well. But also it's a good opportunity to interact with the other people who love tarot and who maybe want to learn about it, because I'll be posting interesting tips on it. So talking about tips, let's start today. I really want to talk to you about the issue, and really let's address this issue through this Queen of Swords and King of Swords, because I highly identify with these two cards. So let's go into what Queen of Swords is and King of Swords. They both are very experienced, basically, character in tarot. They have really high energy, sword energy. Sword is really heavy. To keep it like what she's keeping, really upright, it takes lots of energy and lots of muscle. In the other card that you see from Cat Tarot people, she's keeping it down, so that's because she's in a good mood that day. But trust me, that sword is really heavy and can hit very hard. And the sword people are really fair people, but they are not the most emotional people. So you can tell in my readings that, I tell the truth. I don't go around, I don't kind of like try to sugarcoat it, because I feel that even if it's a bad information, sometimes it helps, because it helps you reach the closure. So if these two people, Queen of Swords or King of Swords, go really badly, then they actually create lots of narcissism, lots of ego energy, and sometimes like you see that around. And this is what basically has happened on my channel. I knew this is going to happen sooner or later because it's a new channel, but I did get a comment from a person who was basically really complaining about the cats on the channel. So okay, what is then better than let's pull the card about this whole comment, and let's learn a little bit where this person is coming from. Maybe, maybe I'm not getting something, and I'm always open to kind of learning new things. Oops, we have a jumper. And let me pull my, I don't know if you can see this, or I kind of zoomed in too much. And I pulled in my Vera Sibilla cards. Oops. Jumpers. Oops. And let's have one more. There you go. Alright, so what do we have? And you know what, to be fair, I really don't think that I should interpret it, so I'm going to really read it from the book of basically interpretation. As far as Wheel of Fortune, I mean, this is really clear to everybody. It is not in the upright kind of situations, it is downward. And so obviously it represents negativity. It represents something that you know, it's certainly a change, and it's a change in a way that this is the first, to me, highly inappropriate comment. So what I'm going to read to you is from the book about haughtiness. So we have the peacock, but this peacock is in reverse. So this peacock in the upright position here, it's basically being conceived because in Catholicism, Italy's main religion, and these are Italian cards, even though they call them Gypsy cards. The peacock is a symbol of immortality, resurrection, and of Jesus. In the Middle Ages, in the book, St. Augustine in the City of God believed the peacock had antiseptic qualities and did not rot. So, however, as most of you know, the channel is called Cat Tarot. First of all, I'm Cat, and I have cats. So, it's not only that I love cats, I love all animals, but just like so it happens that I actually share my love with cats, life with cats, and I'm learning quite a bit from them. They basically pacify me, they have this enormous, like clear energy, and I really love in them. The comment that I received today was the following: I rescued cats, dogs, birds, and more for over 25 years, but they don't belong in too many psychic readings. It totally breaks the energy and connection for me. A person will do anything to get what they want. It represents a liar. It can also represent a tendency to get angry and someone who loves to be flattered and be the center of attention. Whoa, now you're center of attention, so I hope you get what you really want. So it goes and on for a couple of pages, so let's not go on with it. So let's see the child in reverse. So of course, as you can imagine, the child is a really happy occasion, as you can tell, right? Which is kind of a neutral card, and it's like everybody's rather looking forward to a child unless it is in reverse. So let's see what reverse meaning is. It says this: this card represents something that is not yet ready to be born, a situation that is still immature. So this meaning can of course be broadened to include adults. When reversed, this card lengthens the time frame indicated by other cards in the spread. This card is symbolic of someone who is inexperienced, who can be gullible, but who is really not right for the entry into the adult world. When this card describes painful circumstances, it does so by saying that it is a pain that stings one to the quick and has deeply affected the querent. So yeah, I mean, somebody touched my kids, how do you think I would feel? And you know, this kind of whole expertise all together is not well. And also in the closing here it says this card also describes someone with a Peter Pan syndrome, who's refusing to grow up and who's refusing to take responsibility for their actions. So reunion is sort of self-explanatory. So this is something that is not starting. This is somebody who is negative. So here I'll give you the verdict, Mr. Commenter. I'm breaking up with you. This is not working out. We are not on the same vibe level. I don't want to be negative. I want to be this Queen of Swords and King of Swords, being fair, giving people advice without wrapping it in a sugar coating. But we certainly learn what King of Swords reversed is, and that's who you are. You think you are basically an expert, you think you're knowing all, and you think like, we should be listening to your advice, and I don't know for which reason. So yeah, I'm breaking up with you. I do wish you well. I really hope you find whoever you want to find, but please don't come to my channel anymore, and please don't harass me anymore. So thank you very much, and let's move to the positive things, because you know what I had this beautiful reading for Aries to do, and in the end I think Safi wants to have a few words about the comment. Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthlies. So let's see what you guys have to deal with this month and what is in front of you. Bottom of the deck, Two of C reversed. This means there will be issue of relationship. Something is breaking up. Something is wobbly. So let's see what happens. And this is coupled with trust. So relationships affected, right? This can be also at work, it can be at home. So let's see how it goes. Let's go into the details. So look at that. It starts right off the bat. Release your ex and consequences. The time has come to clear your energy, and you know you are ready to like untangle yourself. You feel like, I mean, maybe you overstayed your welcome here, and you feel, you know, you worked really hard, but it's time to call it off. And it's basically being crossed with retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, which is basically coupled with Seven of Fire, which kind of like you were really just shows somebody in defensive state. You're kind of like having an upper hand, but it's not the upper hand you want to have. It's kind of winning the argument that makes no sense, kind of a thing, and you're just coming home and asking yourself, why didn't I watch a movie? Why didn't I do something else more productive instead of having this furs flying? This is so not your thing. So together, it's saying, look, you're just going to give up on arguing. You probably are releasing your ex because of it. They're like things continuously that are coming up as an argument. And an argument is over somebody not being transparent. So that's why you're taking retreat. You kind of, you know, you're just fed up. You either, you know, you're going to tell your partner that this has to be addressed properly, or else. So what are you bringing to this month? You're bringing, that was last month kind of thing. On one hand, you were flirting. On the other hand, you were balancing, juggling a whole bunch of stuff, including kind of like finances, including kind of like the other things in your life. So it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Well, so obviously something got out of whack and out of balance because these two vents turned into two of water. So some kind of like earthy energy went deep in your heart. So what else was in the past? Again, something from the past was, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And it says, Four of Sea. So this is this proverbial thing that you kind of like feel, well, I do have so much. You kind of like on the intellectual level, you're convincing yourself, I have it, I should be, but I don't feel like it, right? So sometimes you have to listen to that in spite of everything that you have, you are maybe seeking something that is not offered. And I guess what was not offered, what you really didn't have, and what you left in the past was your concern about your own self, about relationship, right? Because obviously there is a trust issue and everything. So the karmic lesson for this month is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And Six of Sky. Give up when it's time to give up. Or this is really not giving up. This is kind of like looking to find safety and finding what is not productive, removing yourself from the situation and just like going your way, right? And again, this is the same thing here. Look, well, this is just a different energy. This is intellectually deciding, well, you know what, time to move on. And this is like kind of like you're still fighting, you're in the midst of the argument. And here it's like, you know, thinking, like when you come later in bed at night and you're reviewing your day, kind of like, look at this kitty. I love this pretty face, right? And kind of like, okay, these are the red flags. Everything that I experienced today is a red flag. Note it. And kind of give yourself a quota of how many red flags you can take. So, how is this evolving? You see, you have these thoughts that this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. And you know, you kind of like are trying to see things from a different perspective, and that's why you're arguing so much. And this is like your floating cat or a hangman, right, over here showing up. So, you kind of are thinking of somebody that you already know. You're trying to see if the situation can work for you. And now this is where the fun starts about your reading, because look what you have. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. Really interesting. So actually there is one more here, which we had the consequences, 5. So it is going to be a really important month, Virgos. Really important month. Because right now, you kind of like are feeling a little bit bullied, like, right? You see, I keep seeing this energy, and that's why you probably have this as a clue. That's what you have to work on. Find out when you have to walk away and when it's like time to kind of like call it. Because here, like you're currently feeling bullied. You're feeling kind of not belonging, and and this can be kind of bridged over like with communication. That's why you got getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you probably, that's why you're standing your ground, because you really are trying to go deeper and work on this energy, right? Because here you have, this could be the one, and then you have learned this lesson, it is safe to love. Yet you still carry on with you this kind of like issues of the trust. Or also some of you maybe came back from separation or maybe left a relationship in the past, which is kind of like either fresh wound or it's still feeling as a fresh thing, even though maybe happened months or years ago. Sometimes we just carry it, and karmically we meet the same people over and over and over because we haven't resolved certain issues. So your environment is actually very loving, and this is really wonderful. You got the lovers here, and here the lovers meet the lovers in this deck, but it is unfortunately in the category of the others. So you might have people who are couples who are basically, uh, you're almost like envious of the other couples this month. It says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and lovers, right? So you will be actually looking at the other people who made your relationships work and kind of like start to analyze what really is going on in that relationship and kind of like try to absorb and get some of those, pointers for you to kind of like acknowledge and work on in your own relationship. So look, hopes and fears. Lovely. Lovely. Oh my gosh, lovely. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and you're charging ahead. Oh my God, I guess, you're going to really realize what is the glue. You're going to get the formula, Virgos, and you're going to charge ahead. And literally, there will be no fears. You're going to be crazed out. When you get it, you're going for it, and you will get there because you deserve love, you're lovable, and the sun, which kind of sun is ultimately what makes this a whole earth function, right? Because without the sun, I really don't know if we can survive for too long. The crops would not uh, happen or anything. So I am quickly also going to do the Gypsy kind of addition to it, as I did it last month. So let's see basically just what's around you this month through these different methods, and see how we can expand on what we have already detected. Sweetheart. Sweetheart is a nice representation. Even though it's an old card, Gypsy card. I love how she's reading the letter, but to me, whenever I look at this card, it looks like a cell phone. I swear to you. So let's focus on that. Virgo, March 21st to April 20th. Let's see a little bit more what's going to happen. Okay. Oh, look at that. Remember, I was doing this reading like downwards, reversed, for those who listened to my rant. And so that's what you saw what happens when you needle mama bear. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay, so I see that whatever happened, you don't really have a breakup, you kind of washed off. I don't see a breakup. I don't see a broken heart here. I do see a lethargy. I do see kind of it was this overall feeling of I'm not worthy and I have to fight for everything in my life. Why other people get it, and that's why I'm looking at the other people with some envy. Why is it so much easier? But guess what? It isn't. It's just the appearance. So get over it, Virgo, and the sadness is a part of life, so it's happiness, and your turn this month is to be happy. So There will be some secrets again. So this is that entanglement that you have, something, you know, that can look hostile that you'll be dealing with, but that's very soon is going to burst into kind of joyfulness. Yeah, you want to shoot someone, literally, that kind of like bothers you, but at the same time, this also means jealousy. It could also mean secrets, right? You will have some kind of protection from somebody who is wiser. This also actually could be the partner, somebody from the past. Oh, by the way, this also can mean jealousy. So it could be you. It could be also this jealousy a little bit here over the others who are happy. So, but the good news is like that, you know, there is somebody here showing up. Just a word of warning, this could be a married guy, actually. And that can make you sad and almost like, I mean, make you kind of like rethink the whole thing, because you're not going to allow yourself, see, this is pride. You're not going to allow yourself to be involved with something that is not true, because you absolutely want not to be this, but to be this. And I think this is kind of just telling you that if there are any secrets, you really, really need to talk about it and kind of communicate about it, right? So rely, according to the spread, on help of people whom you trust, and communicate to them. Like, this is a really, this is one of the best cards in the whole deck, and that's what you got. This is the sunshine, this is the charging forward and the true love, allegrezza, joyfulness. So, but I also see that there will be things that you need to clear before you get there, and this is what you should if you're getting married. Or this could be why the married guy is showing, because he'll be married to you. In any case, it's going to be something really important happening for you guys. So let's quickly just check for those of you who are in very serious relationships already and married. So let's see, kind of like flavor, because this is kind of like spiritual flavor. Let's see more or less down to earth flavor here for, let's say, the wife. I'm taking Virgos. Ooh. I'm for general reading, I'm always watching these cards only upright. So guys, for my readings, please take advantage of it. You know, I am getting like, I mean, I don't like to make you wait with readings forever, but at the same time, you know, I'm getting like so many of them. So I basically just telling you, like, my schedule is still open to some extent. But if you really want these cards to be like inside, it's possible, but then you have to go for 40 minutes or 60 minutes reading, and then we attack the issue from so many sides. So if you have this third-party reading, Cat Tarot No Spread, which I introduced last month, then we actually double-check it with it, just the way I'm double-checking it with this, just to make sure that the information is correct. There you go. Let's see what's going to happen with married ladies. So there is a burning love, but it's also some kind of ending. You're going to end unproductive things over here. So these are the consequences. You're shaking off, you're releasing your ex. So there is that ending, right? There is the ending. Absolutely, two endings. You're not allowing things to be taken away. You're renegotiating these things. You're so tired of crying over, waiting. And what you want consistency in your life, you want love, you want things to serve you. And you know, it looks like you had lots of misfortune. This is actually Tower in this deck, and it is pretty strong card over here, and it's like mirroring death. So this is good actually, because it means that they can actually cancel each other. So keep in mind that you have to keep the cards closer to your chest. Don't really reveal everything to your friends, because it just shows that your friend could actually not be the true friend over here. That's the only warning I would have over here. But sort of it tells me here that you'll be renegotiating things over here, and you actually do have love here. Again, you have the true love here, you have the true love here. So your ladies like are not having anybody on their territory, on their turf this month, so this is really cool. And lastly, let's check you out. I mean, ladies, I mean the querent. It also applies to guys as well, of course. So let's see here. What is the general energy this month? So if you're a guy, you're a guy, right? And if the guy comes out, it's a lady. So let's see this. What's happening here? Jumpers. Virgos. Okay, Virgo. This kind of gives a little bit more insight in the kind of like other areas of life. So getting grounded, it's important. So that was this card over here, like financial getting grounded and kind of like having this kind of protective and even self-protective thing. There is a communication. You're getting a little bit wiser about the whole situation, right? And you're going to snap the whip over issues, and this can also mean a sexual attraction. And again, we have a communication. If there is somebody who you date or who you're involved with who is a long distance, you'll be getting some messages, and it shows lots of communication via email, via text, and even gatherings. And actually, some of the communication via email and text can get a little kind of troublesome at times. You can get your wires crossed here. But ultimately, you're moving ahead. You're moving ahead to kind of ground yourself, to kind of like feel good. You guys don't have bad cards. The only neutral card would be the whip. So it's just kind of like, and the clouds can sometimes like maintain this whole thing, but nothing major. It's just life, right? You're not going to smoothly sail, because that's not how things work out. So Virgos, you're going to have a really good month. Just make sure you release your ex, which might not be the ex if you're like not in relationship. It's the energy that is not productive, and it's energy that has to be released, otherwise you're not moving to the next level. So check it a few times per month. Check it, how things are progressing, because I was told that each time you come that you get a different insight. And when you do get a different insight, then again, it's giving you kind of like more energy to move ahead. So thank you for listening, and thank you for supporting the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And until the next time, I love you, Virgos, and take care.